This lesson is on 4-2 loans. So you'll notice we have this table below. This table is of monthly payments per $1,000. So that's very important. This table is per $1,000 borrowed. And it tells us what the monthly payments are per $1,000 borrowed. Okay? And remember, borrowed is called the principal. So the chart only covers loans that are between 1 and 5 years, and then it jumps to 10 years. And the interest rates, notice, are from 6.5% to 13.25%, counting by 0.25%. So this table is limiting, because if your number's not in here, well then we have to use an equation, which we will talk about later. So in example 1, what is the monthly payment for a $4,000 2-year loan with an APR, an annual percentage rate of 8.5%? So you can see in the table we went to 8.5%, and those are all in blue. 2-year loan is all in yellow. Where do they intersect? 45.46. So this is what I'm paying per $1,000. So I'm paying per 1,000, I'm paying 45.46 a month. But since my loan is for $4,000, I have to multiply this by 4. So go ahead and pause and find the answer. You should have gotten $181.84. So my monthly payment is $181.84. For $1,000, I would only be paying $45.46. But for a $4,000 loan, I have to multiply that by 4. Okay, so hopefully you understand how to read the table and how to get it when it's more than 1,000. So what is the total amount of the monthly payments for a $4,000 2-year loan with an 8.5% APR of 8.5%? So you're thinking, didn't we just do this? Well, this question says total amount, not just what the monthly payment is, what the total amount of monthly payments are. So what we found in example 1 was that we are going to pay $181.84 a month for that loan. Well, it's a 2-year loan. So we're going to multiply this by 24 months. And we end up paying $4,364.16 for our $4,000 loan. Okay, so that's the part you have to understand, is just because you're taking out a loan, you don't pay exactly that amount back. You pay interest back, or sometimes they call interest a finance charge. So now in example 3, it says, okay, find the finance charge for $4,000, a 2-year loan with 8.5% annual rate percentage. So up here, we're going back to example 2. So in example 2, we found that we paid back, sorry, off the screen. Our total payments were 4364.16. Well, our loan amount is only $4,000. So that means our finance charge or interest is the difference. So we subtract these. So $364.16. So on a $4,000 loan at 8.5% for 2 years, we pay $364.16 in finance charges or interest rate. Wow. So now the check for understanding. One is borrowing $41,000 for 5 years at an APR of 6.5%. What is the monthly payment? So our monthly payment, like we did before, is the monthly payment amount from the table times the principal divided by $1,000. So we have our monthly payment, which is our monthly payment from the table. So we have to go to 5 years in the table and look at 6.5%, which is $19.57. And we have to multiply by the principal, or the amount we're borrowing, which is $41,000, divided by 1,000, which is what we did in the previous question. We just didn't write it like this. We just divided them. But sometimes they're not nice thousands, so you might have to actually do this kind of math. So go ahead, pause the video, put this in your calculator, and find your answer. So your answer should be 802.37. So you have to pay $802.37 per month. All right, so what is your check for understanding? The total monthly payments for a 5-year loan is $7,171.20. The APR is 7.25%. How much money was originally borrowed? So since this is our total amount we paid, $7,171.20, that's how much we paid. Well, we paid it over 5 years, so how many months is 5 years? 5 times 12 is 60, so we're going to divide this by 60. That will tell us our monthly payments. So we're going to pause and find that out. So $119.52 is our monthly payment. So if we paid $119.52, we have to go back to the chart and look at 7.25% for 5 years. So 7.25% for 5 years, we pay $19.92 per thousand. So $19.92 per thousand. Well, we don't know what that is, but it has to equal how much we paid. So we're using that formula from above. This is how much we pay per thousand. We don't know how much that thousand is. We don't know the original amount borrowed per thousand, but it has to equal this. So how do we solve? Well, we can do divide by, well, we can do the math over here. So we have 119.92x over 1,000 equals 119.52. So in order to get rid of that, we're going to use the reciprocal. So we're going to do 1,000 over 1992, and they end up canceling. So 1,000 over 1992, and they end up canceling. My other pen. So that cancels that, that cancels that. So we just have x equals, go ahead, pause, put that in the calculator, and you should get 6,000. So this is your amount originally borrowed. Okay? So that's our answer. So this part was from the table. Okay? Alright. Alright, check your understanding. So Carl is borrowing $3,500 over a 3-year period. The monthly payment is, notice I changed this to $105. Find his finance charge. So 3-year period means 36 months. If I paid $105 per month, how much did I pay altogether? And you should have put that in your calculator, $3,780. Well, if he's only borrowing, so this is the total amount paid. So he borrowed $3,500. So your finance charge or interest is the difference. So $280 is what his finance charge or interest amount is. If you had used the 75, it wouldn't have worked. Haha. All right, go ahead and take a second, pause the video, and read through this monthly payment formula, and then we're going to try example 4. So Mark bought a new car. The total amount he needs to borrow is $28,716. So that's his principal. He plans to take out a 4-year loan. So that's RT. At an annual percentage rate of 5.12%. So that's our R. What is the monthly payment? So we're looking for capital M. So capital M equals, we're using the equation above, so P, so 28,716 times R, so 5.12, don't forget your percent symbol, over 12, times 1 plus 5.12% over 12, raised to the 12 times T, which is 4. Now the reason it's 12 times T is so you don't have to put the months up there. That's part of the formula. Over 1 plus your rate, so 5.12% over 12 raised to the 12 times T, which is 4, minus 1. And notice that minus 1 is outside of the exponent. So go ahead and grab your calculator. So to do a top-bottom fraction, and it's very important in this type of a question, control and then division. 28,716, parenthesis. Now we need another top-bottom fraction, so we're going to do control division. 5.12, and we need our percent symbol, which is next to the letter G, over 12. Get out of that parenthesis, a new parenthesis, 1 plus a new fraction, so control division, 5.12, and then percent over 12. Get out of that parenthesis, hit the caret button, which looks like the upside down V. It's next to x squared. 12 times 4. Now we have to go to the bottom, so arrow down till you're in the bottom box. Parenthesis, 1 plus new fraction, 5.12, and then we need our percent again, over 12. Get out, hit the caret button, which is next to the x squared. 12 times 4. And then you have to get out of the exponent, so hit the over button, minus 1. Whoa! Good thing we have a good calculator. So our monthly payment is $662, and to the nearest cent, we go 2 decimal places, so 87 cents. So $662.87 is how much we are going to have to pay back each month for 4 years for a $28,000 loan. So find the monthly payment for $1,000 on a 1-year loan at 7.85%. And now we're not using the table because it doesn't say use a table, so we have to use this formula. So our monthly payment M equals our principal amount, which is $1,000, times our rate, which is 7.85% over 12, times 1 plus 7.85% over 12, raised to the 12 times time, which is 1. On the bottom, we have 1 plus 7.85% over 12, raised to the 12 times 1, get out, minus 1. This is going to give our monthly payment. So let's go find it using our calculator, and this is really cool. So if you don't want to retype all of this, you just want to change the parts, you go up, you make it blue, you hit enter, it pastes it. So now you can go in, change your principal amount to 1,000, change your percentage to 7.85%, change your percentage to 7.85%, change your time to 1, go down, change your time to 1, and change your percent to 7.85%. If you think you're going to mess that up, then retype the whole thing. And you don't have to go to the end to hit enter. You can hit enter anywhere in the middle or anywhere in there. So our monthly payment is $86.92. So this is important because this equation, we couldn't have used the table because in the table is 7.75 and 8. It counts by 0.25 increments, and 0.85 isn't in there. So what would we do? We need a formula, and there is our formula. Good luck. If you have any questions, don't hesitate.